Hi, my name is Ilana. I'm a coach and NeuroGraphica instructor. And today in this brief video, I'll introduce the two key concepts in NeuroGraphica, which is their special line and how we connect those lines. So this method was developed by psychologist Pavel Piskarev at the Institute for the Psychology of Creativity in Moscow. And this method is gaining quite a bit of following with the Russian-speaking community, but also now in other countries as well. And this method is based on psychology, neuroscience, and some other disciplines. But let me take you to the paper and show you these special lines and what's special about them. Okay, so please take a pencil, marker, and a sheet of paper. Any pencil, any marker would do for this exercise. And as I said, this NeuroGraphica line has a special technology and science behind it, but let me show you the basic principle of drawing this line. So first, let's do this somewhere in the corner of the page. Just make a move. And now make a second move in direction anywhere other than where you would want to go. So what does that mean? If I wanted to keep going straight, I would shift to one of the sides anywhere other than where it wants to go. And then I keep shifting and applying this sense of resistance. So there is this cognitive connection to how I draw this line. And now I start going in a continuous manner. So the line has more bionic look. It moves, it's still resisting, I'm still resisting to where it wants to go. But I'm not stopping, I'm just going in a continuous manner, creating this very special, unique to me signature of my thought. I'm not applying any specific thoughts right now. Usually when we draw these lines, they are connected to very specific thoughts that we are talking, let's say, or discussing or working through. And we'll try that in a minute. Right now, I'm just showing you the technique of how this line moves. So practice a few more lines. I'm doing it fast because I've done it a lot for a long time. But for you, if it's new, practice moving with resistance. It's not natural. And often it brings some reaction in the body, some sensations. You might sense something, maybe could be thoughts, emotions, body sensations, anything that comes up, it's okay. Please notice it. And keep moving a few more times. They can intersect, lines can intersect, crisscross. So these lines the neural line is a graphic expression of psychological processes where we're visualizing our thoughts on paper, and then we can work with those thoughts to transform them. So psychological effects are due to the bionic nature of these lines. They are unique to you and no one else. And your brain can understand the signature style because it moves in relation to thought process. And how it works, let me show you by doing it on the clean side of the page. You can flip as well and see it for yourself. So think of some question relevant to your life that you would like to bring some clarity. It could be anything significant, insignificant, just whatever it's the top of your mind right now. And let's do the same line, but with that thought in mind. So keep that thought and let's draw this line again. move resisting where you want to go. It's important to start moving at one edge of the page and end at another edge of the page. So we're not quitting or dropping the line in the visible area of the page. It has to reach the edge. And make sure that line is not repeating any pattern, any recognizable pattern. And you are still applying resistance to its movement while thinking of that question that you thought a few moments ago. And we practice keeping awareness on sensations. Maybe something in your body, in your emotions, in your thoughts. Just be aware of any changes, anything that might come up as you draw these lines. And just a few more lines. See how they're creating an interesting pattern on the page. And notice whether they are intersecting, how they're intersecting, whether you feel comfortable or uncomfortable when they intersect. You can go from the right side to the left. So the pattern itself is not important. What's important is the actual technique. And now that I have enough lines to work with, I want to show the second principle, the key principle of NeuroGraphica method. So one was the line, the specific bionic line, and the second one is connecting those lines, connecting intersections. Why connecting is important is because that's neurons connect when we think of something, our neurons fire together and they make connections. So here we apply the same principle. Lines that show up, we connect them. And by connecting them, we create neural contours, new neural contours, because each line is a thought and we create those thoughts. And that's how neural contours are created, by connecting thoughts. And the second thing is by rounding those connections, those corners. So that what's important is that to make that connection visible to your eye, we fill in those little gaps and smooth round the corners at the intersections. And that is related to removing conflict, because anything sharp is perceived as conflict. And for this exercise, we don't want any conflict. We want to remove them. And see how you feel, if there's any new sensations, so maybe some resistance to rounding and smoothing the corners. Because sometimes removing conflict from a specific situation might be uncomfortable. And just notice if that comes up for you. And you see how I'm filling in really gently. I'm not creating any distortions or unnatural flow. So keep doing this, keep practicing doing the lines, keep practicing doing the smoothing and connecting them. And this exercise on its own is a powerful awareness exercise. And also, if you want to relieve some tension on something that you're thinking about, something that came up and you need quickly to shift your mood, that's a wonderful exercise to just sit like this and do it for a few minutes and see how your state of being shifts to a more relaxed and focused state. And so these two things I'm showing you because we'll be using them for some of the group coaching sessions, and we may not have enough time to go over the techniques. So it's important that you understand these two basic key principles. And hopefully I'll see you in one of the group classes, and thank you for joining me for this video. Thanks. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll answer all the questions in some of the sessions that we'll be drawing together and learning the technique further. So don't worry if you have some questions and something is not quite clear, but hopefully we'll connect soon. And you can also follow me on Instagram at ilanahassan.coach, and hopefully talk to you soon. Bye.